most memorable. I mean, since we're on the topic, one of the most memorable, Illmatic, like Nas. I think he was only like 19 or something like that, and dropped that. For him to drop the gems lyrically that he did, and the producers that were on that, DJ Premier, Q-Tip, Pete Rock, Large Professor, like that is a classic album. You can still go to it and listen to it today, and I'm still gonna feel the same as the first time I listened to it.
I think mine. I said "Get Rich or Die Trying." 50 Cent. I know he had mixtapes and stuff before, but that's his debut album. That's just there's no skips there. You know, you got Nate Dogg, you got Dr. Dre production. Like that's just an amazing album. UA.
That's tough, man. I go with two albums, and I just spoke about him, and that's The Game. The documentary kind of changed the game. He brought the West Coast back, and then he was like such a chameleon when it came to his raps. Like he still brought the West Coast flavor, and then he brought that East Coast like vibe with the beats, and then he had an East Coast flow, but he was still gangster. And then he just shook the game. Like and then he wanted to battle every rapper that was out. But that album though, if you go back and actually listen to that album, like there's really no skips at all. And like he's telling the whole his story for the first half of his life. And it's a great album. He hasn't been able to match that album. And that's what happens with a lot of first albums, because I don't feel like Nas has matched his first album at all. Like 50 hasn't matched his first album, so it's hard when you have that first album and then you just really can't do it again.
Yeah, because you're pouring a lot of your experiences into that, then you kind of make it, and then your experiences, as you grow older, are not the same as when you were growing up until that point.
Yeah.
What do you think is the closest to get to their first album?
Kanye West for me.
I would say Kendrick.
I would say Cole. Oh, well, you got three of the top rappers in the world. The other one that we kind of don't put in this bucket because he's just out of this world is Drake, because he's gotten way better over time. I feel.
But then that's still, I can see that.
Well, I mean, okay, so what was his first album? I know it was him, looked like a magazine shot. What was it? I forgot what it's called. But you know what I'm talking about. He was just,
Nothing was the same, or I don't know.
Nah, it wasn't that one.
I'm not the biggest Drake fan, so.
But his recent albums have blown those out the water, at least to my understanding. But I was gonna say Eminem. I was gonna say Eminem. His first album, the Slim Shady LP, was really really good, just because it was different, shook the world.
He's never had an album better than that though.
Marshall Mathers LP was
that was good.
That was good. It almost
was great.
Neck to neck. But that was it though for him.
That's true.
Sorry, Eminem.